We thought coming into the game that we had a heck of a game plan. Number one, to give us a chance to stop their run, and then we felt like we had to have a heck of a game plan to contain Shieldhouse. He makes a lot of plays with his feet, particularly on third down. And then, they have some tendencies from a passing game standpoint on who they want to get the ball to based on certain formations and positions on the field. And I thought our defensive coaches put together a heck of a game plan that would allow us to defend their great skill players about as well as we could. Now, obviously, you won't stop them, but I thought we did a good job of defending the pass and a pretty good job for the most part of stopping the run. They've done very well, their defense has, and I thought that early in the game, we had them off balance a little bit better. I think in the second half, they came out and they did a couple of things across the front that negated some of the productivity with our offensive line play. And I think that slowed down our run game some in the second half. I'd have liked to have gone out there and manufactured a long drive and ground it out and used a bunch of clock, and we didn't really do that as well as I'd have liked to at the end of the game. They're a good football team. They're a very good football team. They've done well on defense. They came into the game leading the nation in sacks, I believe, or having the top sack player on their team and one of the top sacking football teams in the nation. How many times did they sack us today? One time. Okay, so, again, I thought that we played really well. We had a simple game plan on both sides of the ball, and I think that's allowing us to play a lot more aggressive and a lot more sure, and it's working for us. We're getting better. That's just the way we do it right now. We have a lot of playmakers. We have a lot of young playmakers on the team, and I'm really proud of our skill guys because I haven't seen anybody hanging their head about the number of carries or catches that they may or may not be getting, because on any given play, you're the next guy to go in the game. And I think Coach Nord does a great job from a personnel and grouping standpoint and a formation standpoint to get our playmakers in position to make plays. I know with talking with their head coach and some of their coaches before the game, that was kind of their comment. We're saying, we never know where you're going with it. We never know who's going to get it. You do so many different things with so many different players, and it's really not all that confusing. It's a master plan that we go into every game with, where we try to figure out who are our top playmakers and how many times we'd like for those guys to touch the ball. So it's something we sit in the office and make a decision on, and then we try to get it executed to make it happen on the field. But we're going to keep spreading it around. We have playmakers, no doubt.
Caleb, take another.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that right now we have more wins than we do losses, and we're still in control of our own destiny. It'd be very hard to compete, to go down to play in the championship game in Indianapolis with 2 losses already. We only have 1 loss. We're in charge of our own destiny. Obviously the competition is really strong in front of us, but at least we're still in charge of our own destiny. If we had lost today, we would have had to win out and hope someone else beat someone else, and that's not as easy. So it was a huge win for us in a lot of ways, and it was homecoming. Homecoming's about pride and people that love Purdue coming back. Everyone wants to win on homecoming. We beat a ranked opponent today. I think they were ranked in the top 25, and that's a milestone win for us in some ways. A couple years ago, we didn't have any wins against top ranked opponents for, I don't know what the string was, and we've had several of those. So it's a milestone win in some ways just to beat a ranked opponent here, at home for homecoming.